We're ready to go. All right. We're ready. Okay, so do you want to go ahead, Lucy, and host?
Good morning, everyone. So this is Lucy Caron from Quebec City. So I am welcoming today to assist to the Vision Board attraction. It is how to manifest your future. So today it is Tammy Seller, the Crown Diamond, that will show us how to do it in a proper way with great strategy how to create it in the better way. So Tammy, this is part of the monthly training for the Strong Max woman, and today will be Tammy Seller. It's your.
Thank you so much, Lucy. I am so excited. I absolutely love doing vision board training. I've been doing it for 20 years. I remember when I first heard it for the first time in my life was when I started in network marketing. I'd never heard of vision board training prior to that. So when the first time I saw it, coming from a traditional business mindset, I just thought it was a little bit maybe childish, I guess you could say, and who would take the time to do this kind of thing. I didn't really understand the power of it until I took my first course. And I learned not only how to put it together, but I also learned how to attract it into my life. And that's what I want to share with all of you today. I'm actually going to go even a little bit further and give you some strategies, because it's not just about putting a board together. There's so much more to it, and it takes time to build up your mindset around having that and attracting that into your life. So I will give you as much as I can. I'm going to do my best to do it in 30 minutes. I did post this on my personal page, on my personal Facebook page, because I have so many new friends that have joined me, connecting with me on Facebook. It is designed for our women in our company, but absolutely excited that you're having a look at this today, because everybody needs to learn about how to create one and to bring it into your reality. Okay, so going ahead here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tammy Seller-Shingra. I am a Crown Diamond Associate with my husband, Christian, as you can see there. This is a photo shoot that we did for our book launch about 1.5 years ago. We live in Daytona Beach, Florida. For 5 months out of the year, and we're Canadian citizens. We live in Toronto, Canada, the rest of the part of the year, and I'm sure you can guess which part of the year we're in Florida. The warm weather, of course. I am a mother. I am a daughter. I'm a mother. I have 3 daughters and a son. When we combine our families together, Chris and I had separate lives, separate families before we met. And I know a lot of people in today's world are divorced and have that second family. And we just created such a beautiful family together. Everybody just so aligns together. And I think that has to do with the influence of parents, for sure. We have 6 grandchildren. The grandkids, the youngest one now is 4, going on 5, and the eldest is now 14. That is probably my biggest drive right now, more than anything, is to make sure that my grandchildren are good, taken care of, going to school and all that stuff. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an international trainer, speaker. And it wasn't always like that. I remember the first time I had to speak to one person, and in a small setting, one-on-one, had to build up that posture, the skills and everything, to get rid of that fear, to be able to be that. And today it's interesting because today I can stand in front of, or sit in front of, or do a Zoom with thousands of people. Doesn't matter if there's one or tens of thousands of people. It's very comfortable, and I believe that everybody can do that. It's just a matter of stepping out of your comfort zone, which is what I'm going to talk to you about today as well, because creating a vision board is also stepping out of your comfort zone. I'm also an author, co-author with my husband Christian. We wrote a book called Freedom Formula. Our passion, our goal is to break the cycle of poverty around the world through our amazing profession, which so many people are joining network marketing today because they're looking to have the freedom, the choices to be able to work from home, get out of that job mindset, job world where you have one paycheck and one paycheck mindset. And we've been doing this for well over 20 years. My drive, you can see it right here. Every time I look at this picture, it makes me want to do more. I absolutely love what we're doing for a living. Our children get to see us grow into fearless parents that are making an impact around the world, and they are so supportive, which is so important to Chris and I. And when we're together, I know all of you, we're living in a virtual world right now, and it's not easy. And I have to say that I really miss these guys, but we do everything we can to connect on a regular basis. But this is my drive. It's my true core drive every single day. I want my grandchildren to dream. I want them to not have to worry when they want to be whatever they want to be. And I think it's a big worry for parents today. Look at this. This is not a small family, and it's not even finished. So, we have such a big drive to make sure that every single one of these little beauties live their dreams. And I'm sure that you're feeling the same way. And I want to share with you that what happened yesterday, what happened 2 minutes ago, we cannot change that. That is called your past. And that does not determine who you are as a person. It does not determine where you're going in your future. Right now, I put the blank computer screen, white blank computer screen, because right now, you get to make that decision on where you are going to go in your life, in your business, in your relationship with your children, your spouse, your friends, your coworkers, whoever. You get to make that decision every second of the day. And I highly recommend 2021 be your year of being present to your life, being present in the moment, being present to make decisions that can literally transform your life. It took me years to learn this. And now I wake up every morning in gratitude, every morning in creation, every morning with a passion to make a difference in the world and to make sure that I'm doing all the great things to give my family a great life. Okay? So you can too. And it requires a new mindset and new strategies in some cases for some of you. And you'll learn this as I roll out the PowerPoint presentation is, most people want results. They come into 2021, they want their New Year's resolution, whatever it is, they want, but they don't change the mindset or the results to get it. I was part of that clan. where I would set intentions, I would set goals, I would have my New Year's resolution, everybody's celebrating on the 1st, and on day 5, it goes back to what it was. Why is that? Because I didn't change. I didn't change the mindset moving forward. I didn't change the results to move towards some of the goals that I wanted in my life. So maybe some of you are listening to this right now and can relate to what I'm sharing with you. If you want things to change in your life, you got to be that change. And it all starts here. All of it starts in the mind first. So how do you do that? And I'm going to share some of this with you as we go along, because if you want to grow, you need to move forward and the results will change. Okay. Stop living in your past. You can't change that. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter if you're challenged financially. That doesn't matter, because it's not even who you are. None of that is who you are. Any situation that's happening or happened, it is not who you are. You get to make those decisions, to make those changes. And it comes in these 4 different stages of growth. And that's why I put this slide on there, because it is absolutely true. We all start in a comfort zone, and we all start with the baggage of other people's baggage, from our teachers telling us what we're worth, from our parents telling us what we are and what we can and can't have, or maybe people in your social environment. It could be the person that sleeps beside you every single day. I don't know. But that is what keeps us in that comfort zone, is what others are telling us to do. Maybe you are in the mirror telling you what you are worth, and that's got to change. Okay, so it's to go from that comfort zone, that safe comfort zone, that control zone, with that low risk factor that, you know, a lot of people, they don't want to change. They want things to change, but they don't want to do what it takes to change. And I'm telling you, it's not a lot to go out of that comfort zone. I know, because I've been there. Okay, it's called a step towards that fear zone. And you know, fear really is what we create in our heads. I learned that as well. I learned so many things along the way, that we create so much fear in our being, in our lives, that it just keeps us in that low self-esteem. It keeps us in that comfort zone, and we'll find every single excuse to keep us where we're at, so we don't have to deal with that fear. And I can tell you, fear is just a false illusion that you tell yourself. And when you step towards something that you truly desire to have, do, and be, whatever it is, you'll realize it's not even close to be near what you created it to be. In other words, in the fear factor, I'm telling you, it isn't. And then you go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I created all that drama around that situation, only to find out it wasn't that bad. A perfect example of that is probably my stage presence. The first time I stepped up in front of the room, it was scary. And then the second time I stepped up in front of the room, it wasn't so scary. And then the third time I stepped up in front of that room, it was like, wow, I'm really connecting with these people. And then the fourth time, and then the fifth time, then the sixth time. And it just becomes that feeling in your stomach goes away, and you're just totally immersed in connection. It's such a great feeling, right? So all of that fear went away when I took one step. And that is exactly what you're going to do towards everything that you're going to do in 2021, is to pass these 2 zones real fast. How do you do that? Make a decision, go into learning zone. Okay, learn new skills. You want to face some of the things that have been holding you back. Okay, because those things got to go. Your past does not determine who you are. It doesn't determine where you're going. Okay, so you got to pack those bags up and throw them in the garbage. throw them in the ditch, throw them somewhere, but get rid of them. Okay? Because that's how you're going to go into a new you in 2021. Okay? And extend that comfort zone every single time along the way. Okay? And do it in steps. Do it in steps. And I'm going to show you all of that. Okay? And then when you're in the growth zone, it's such an amazing place to be. You just want to be more. You just want to do more and have more, because when you start to see results, you'll start moving towards bigger things. So I always encourage people on vision boards to put something big out there, because it's friggin' scary, and I'm telling you, it's scary. But you also have to have other things that are not so scary, because you need to do this in stages. Okay, so that's why it's important to know these 4 stages going into creating your vision board. Okay, because you are phenomenal beings. You can do anything you desire in your life if you will just let go. Let go and be amazing. Let go and be anything you want to be. And you can do it. And I love this picture. When I saw it, I said, oh my gosh, I got to put this on my vision board training, because it's absolutely true. You look at us as children. Remember when you were a child, all the things you wanted to do and be and have, you know, we've all been there. We had no thought process of what it would cost, how hard it would be. We only created this growing when we were growing up, and like when we were getting older, when other people were telling us we couldn't have it. But when we were young, there were so many things that we were superheroes, all of us. Okay, so the key is to dream big.
Tammy, you're muted. Tammy, you need to unmute yourself.
Lucy, you might have muted me out. Oh, I'm good now. Okay, perfect. So the key is to dream big. Every single day, dream big. Bring back that inner child, because that inner child wants to be, do, and have everything. Bring it back. Okay, because that adult part of us keeps pushing that inner child in with our mindset of what we were taught, of what we were not, what we're not, what we cannot do, what we're worth. We don't come from money. We can't have money. Money doesn't grow on trees. Go ask your father. Your father has the money. That's what I grew up in. No. You need to bring that inner child back to life. Okay? Because you can do, be, and have everything. So we're going to spend the rest of this session being in our childlike moments. Okay? And we're going to go through 5 steps to creating your dreams. And I want you to write this stuff down in the process, because you're not going to be putting your vision boards together in this moment. But I highly recommend after this session, really wrap your head around it, because when you can see it, that's when things start to move forward. And I'm going to explain that to you. Step number 1 is the thought process. It's like walking down the street and you see something and you think, oh my gosh, I would love to have that. That's a thought process. Okay. And then step number 2, you want to write it down. You want to create that list of all the things you want. So you want to write that thing down that you thought about, because we have so many thoughts throughout the day. You're going to forget most things that you were thinking about. That's why it's so important to journal. Most people don't journal. Okay, it's important to journal. It's important to write things down that you want to be, do, and have. and keep going back to that. Okay, so create that list of all the goals that you truly desire in your life. And then step number 3, you're going to put them in the 5 categories of the F's, and we're going to walk through that. And then once you have those categories, then we're going to go into step number 4, which is why do you want to have that? And I'm going to go a little bit deeper into the why, not just a surface why, but the true core why, because a core why is going to drive you to do what it takes to get everything that you desire. And then you're going to create that in your pictures, which is your vision. Okay. So we're going to go through these 5 steps together. So step number 1 is the thought process. Okay, so at this moment, all I want you to do is close your eyes. Everybody, if you're driving, please don't close your eyes. If you're, and listen to the recording after, because you need to go through this exercise. When I went through this exercise following these 5 steps, I really, really understood the power of manifestation, the power of every single step and how you get everything you want in your life. Okay, so close your eyes. And I want you to sit in a place that you absolutely love to be in. I want you to be in that place. Keep your eyes closed. I want you to be in that place. Sit comfortably, whether it's sitting on the beach. I love the beach. This is where I get my best creation. Sit there and just breathe in. Take 3 or 4 really deep breaths and get grounded on where you're at in this space, in this feel-good space. Let go of everything and just breathe. Now I want you to think of all the things that make you happy. What are all the things that make you happy? Just think of them right now. What are things that make you happy right now, where you're at in this space? And I want you to think now, move forward, shift forward. I want you to be sitting there 2 years from now. And I want you to think of your happiness 2 years from now. What does it look like for you? What do you want to be, do, and have? What have you done in that 2-year space that you're so excited about, that you absolutely love? What is it? In your family life, in your love life, in your things you've always desired to have and you have it. Maybe you wanted to take a course in the past and you've done it and you have achieved it and you're doing the things that you wanted to do. Maybe you're living in that house you've always dreamed of. Maybe you're driving that car that you always wanted. Whatever it is for you, maybe you're giving back to charities that you've always wanted to do, but never had the resources to do. And today it's so easy for you to do it. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're putting your children through university, your kids through university, or you've been able to put the money aside to put your grandchildren through university. What is it that makes you so happy in 2023, January 9th? Okay, now open your eyes And I want you to start writing down everything that you were thinking about. I'm going to give you some time to do that. A minute. So just keep flowing with your pen, with your pencil, keep flowing. Many things are going to come up in the process. I find when you jot down things, other things come to mind. So just empty your mind with all the things that you had when you were in 2023, January 9th. Write it down. Keep writing it down. Maybe you want to be a crown diamond. Maybe you became crown diamond. What is it for you? Keep it flowing. Don't think, just write. Keep writing, keep writing, keep writing. It'll flow. And you can continue doing this after as well. I am going to send the recording within the group. All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. And then we're going to go into category. Step number 3 is to categorize all of this stuff. Okay. So write down finances, family, friends, faith, charity, whatever that is, fitness, health, fun. And I want you to put them into the categories. This it might take some time to do this exercise. So I wanted to make sure that I don't go overboard because I do want to go into other things, but take the time to do this. And when you do it, what I want you to do is then pick the ones that are the most important to you right now. What are the most important? Because you're going to have a ton of things. If you're like me, there's going to be a ton of things. So what are the most important for you to focus on? And then you're going to write down with each one of them, you're going to take time to write down why you truly want whatever it is that you put, whatever is the most important thing. Why is it you want that? And not just a surface why. I want you to go deeper. So for example, I want to buy a new house for my family. Okay, so you ask yourself the next question. Why is it you want to buy a new house for your family? Because our house is so small and our kids are sleeping in the same room. And, the kids are a little bit older now and they need to have their own rooms. Okay, so you go deeper. Why is that? You want to have the kids to have their own rooms, right? So this is when you start to unpeel it. I can't tell you the feeling you're going to have. You're going to know the feeling you're going to have when you start layering, unpeeling the layers and layers of layers. So every time you say why you want that, try to go to another deeper level of why you wrote down what you wrote down. Okay? Because your why is what's going to move you towards every single thing that you write down, that you put on as a picture on your vision board. You will do whatever it takes because it is so deep in your being, in your DNA, that you will focus on it and you'll commit to it and you'll do whatever it takes to get it. And anybody around you that tells you that this is not possible, that you can't do this, they won't even be in your space because you are so committed and focused on everything that you truly desire to have in your life. But here's what I want to tell you. Love them where they're at. Don't talk them down. Okay, you're in a different learning growth zone. Okay, and don't punish people if they're not in the same space. And I want you to understand that, because some of these are your family members and you got to love them where they're at. All right. And just keep moving towards your dreams and goals, and do it for a higher purpose. Okay. And here we go. So what you want to do, step number 5, is to start with your pictures. Find some awesome pictures. Okay. So let's say, for example, you've always wanted, I don't know, to take this vacation. So go online, find some pictures, whatever it is. And you know what you can even do is take a little selfie, do a piece and stick that picture in front of that island you've always wanted to do. Just be creative, have fun. Imagine you're there, do some fun things with all of this, and just be childlike when you're doing this. Okay, because I'm telling you, your adult mind is going to keep you grounded. Trust me, it's going to keep you grounded, and you can't let that happen. Okay, and start creating. You can do an album. I remember, because I've done vision boards for so long, I wanted to do a book one time. And in that book, I talked about the relationships that I wanted to have with my children and all the things. And I found it. And it was like, I started to cry, because I had moved towards it without even realizing that when I wrote it down, I was actually creating that in my future. I was creating all of that. And when I see it today, I just like, oh my gosh, I get so emotional, because I have grown tremendously to have these relationships, to do all the things that I truly desire to be, do, and have. And that is a process. Okay. It wasn't always so. All right. So take the time to do this. Take a picture of this. Okay. So these are the things you want to do. It can be organized. I see people so structured and organized. It's so cute. And, everything has to line up and stuff. I'm the type of person, I want my big goal in the center and other stuff is going around. Put your dates. Do not put a picture. If you are going to put a picture on your board and you don't put a date, take it off, because it's not going to happen. Okay. Put dates. That is what's going to move you towards it. That is part of the attraction process. This is where most people miss the boat. I know, because I've done it before. When I started putting dates, all of a sudden, bang, things happened before the date. And even if it happened after that date, let me ask you a question. If it happened 6 months after that date or a year after that date, are you going to start crying? No, no. You're going to be so proud of yourself. Keep it there till you get it. Okay? Don't beat yourself up along the way. And then you start writing some quotes on it. That's going to keep you accountable. I'm focused. I'm wealthy. I'm committed. I'm unconditional love. I'm this. I am that. All these positive things. And I want you to have this board everywhere you can see it. If you have to take a picture of it and put it on your desktop, take a picture of it and put it on your desktop. If you're creating it on your desktop, it's on your desktop. It's already on your desktop. Take a photo of it, stick it on your refrigerator. Wherever you go the most is where you need to see this every single day. Okay, so I put something together to give you an example of things that are important to me right now, things that I want to move towards. So, some of you are just learning a little bit about who I am. Fitness is very important to me. I was at my fittest. I used to be a swimsuit designer. So you can see this swimsuit. I actually made it. I used to make a lot of stretch wear clothing. I used to be a swimsuit designer, gym gear designer, lingerie designer. I was a designer. And this silly little picture is my 26-year-old now. She was quiet one day in the closet. I had my shoes and my costume, my swimsuit, in the closet in a bag. I found her and she was putting it on. So of course I finalized it, put it on. She had my shoes on. And of course I took that picture. It was so funny. And anyways, I put one of my, because I used to do some modeling too. So I put that also with my daughter in a picture. I had somebody create an arm. Anyways, I'm saying that because that is important to me. Being fit and healthy is very important to me. Okay, a big part of my life. And I live by that every single day. Do I let go sometimes? Yes, I have to get my head back wrapped around the importance of being fit and healthy. My love life, that is critical for me. The importance of my relationships with my husband and my family, very important to me. I'm also in a mindset of creating digital courses of trainings. And that is something that I would like to get one done. I don't know what it is yet, but it's going to be in 2021. I want to start doing that. Of course, property investments. Chris and I are investors. I'm in creation. I've wanted to do this in Florida for a long time now. Finally in the process, and it's on my vision board. That was on another one that I had, a vision board. Renovations. So maybe you want renovations too. So put it on your board. Get really clear on what it is that you want. I want to make sure that we produce a minimum of 10 new diamond leaders in 2021. These are my passionate focus markets, plus all the other markets that we work with within our company. That's my goal. And of course, development, personal development, always growing. Act now. See that? I threw that in there. Act now, Tammy. Act now, Tammy. Act now, Tammy. Okay, this is Tammy's vision board. Put your picture and your name. Don't just put a bunch of pictures up there without your name on that board and without your picture and a date. Okay, when you created the board and all the dates around this. These are some trips. We always give to charity. We've been doing it for so many years. And it's such a wonderful feeling to be able to give. I get emotional when I talk about this. Give back. It changed your life. When Chris and I left our excuses, that's when we really, really, really honed in on our dreams. Because every single time we'd put stuff on the board when it wasn't happening, you know what I'm talking about because you're doing it, or you thought of something and you're still not living it. It's because you keep staying in the past and you keep justifying your past and you keep staying and holding on to those stupid excuses and allowing other people to keep you small. Stop it. You are worth so much more than that. So much more than that. Take control of your life. You are the one that can take control of it. Nobody else. Okay? And I'm going to go quickly through this. The 5-step formula is you need to, number one, your desire has to be huge. You need to make a decision. Every single day, decide. You have to do this every day, I'm telling you. Because once you go to sleep and wake up, there's going to be moments where you're not going to feel like doing it. I know. I have this. I'm human, right? So you need to get grounded on that decision and keep reminding yourself why you desire. And you need somebody to keep you accountable, mentorship. You need a strategy to make it happen, whatever it is. And you need to take action on it. Very simple. Okay. And these are the steps. Desire. What is your purpose? What are you passionate about? We just went through all of this. Okay, so start writing stuff down. What do you desire to be, do, and have in life? You've already wrote it down. Okay, why do you desire this? You wrote it down. That's part of the desire process. That's step number one. Okay, decision making. What are you willing to do to get what you desire? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to give up? I'm telling you, so many people got hooked on TV and series in 2020 It's crazy. While we were busy making things happening and growing different markets. Are you willing to give up your comfort zone? Because if you're not going to move forward. You got to make that decision to let that go. Okay. And it's not going to be easy. I promise you it's not going to be easy, but you have to do those steps every day. And what's going to get you to do it is why, when your why is big enough. Okay. Mentorship, find somebody who's going to mentor you along your journey, that's going to support you. Surround yourself with people who are going to support you to live your goals and your dreams. Stay away from the dream stealers. You know, that dream stealer might be here in your own head. So you need to start listening to things that are going to help you become more. Okay. Seek counsel only with people who are going to support you. Understand that. Okay. And then your strategy, you got to work your strategy based on what you put out there. How much money do you need? That's part of the strategy. So what can you do right now to move towards it? Okay. And it's all about planning. How much income do you need? Based on the lifestyle you desire, putting the kids through university, giving more to charity, how much is it? You can't just want all these things and not know what it's going to cost. Okay, so how many hours of investment are you going to put towards your dreams and goals outside of your job? Because your job is just paying you to live. It's not paying you to have a lifestyle. Look for an opportunity that's going to give you a lifestyle. Max International is an incredible opportunity to give you a lifestyle who are in Max. You got to be in business. I love the 4 quadrants with Robert Kiyosaki, the cash flow quadrant. Okay, because business owners and investors is where you want to be. Okay, we're business owners with Max International. And because we're making great residual income, we're able to take our residual to passive. And that is as an investor. Okay, and to take action every single day. Today is always a new day. You get to reinvent yourself and create new things every single day. You get that choice. Okay. And you just have to get ready to say goodbye to all those excuses. I like 1 hour powers. I don't know how you're working your day, but 1 hour power, get focused for 1 hour on one thing and really get great at that one thing and move on to the next thing and move on to the next thing. And I'm so focused and I get so much done when I'm in my hour power focus. Okay. And if you are working a job and you're adding Max International on your plate part-time, this is your part-time thing. Well, those 1 hour powers are super important for you on doing the right activities for you to live your dreams. Okay. Action always kills doubt and fear. If you're in doubt and fear, it's because you're not taking action on your goals and dreams. Okay. I should have brought a Kleenex with me. And then the key in all of this process is to be grateful. Be grateful where you are. Be happy for who you are today. You can always become a better you, but be happy with the person you are. Stop beating yourself up. Stop putting yourself down. Stop allowing other people put you down. Be grateful. Be grateful for all the amazing people around you that love you. Be grateful even for the people around you that are stubborn. Be grateful because there's so much greatness around and within. And the more grateful you are, the more you're going to attract the most amazing things into your life. And I have to tell you, I went through a stage in my life where I was so bitter. I was so angry. I made a lot of really bad decisions when I was younger. I went into 2 marriages that were abusive. And I had very minimal self-esteem. I went through a really tough childhood, being a middle child. And I carried that into my adult life because I didn't know any better. I was like everybody else. And it wasn't until I started network marketing that I actually grew as a person. I took courses, I became better. I let go of the things, the attachments that I had on things that weren't important. I learned so many things to be who I am today. And I allowed that inner child come out and to be the greatest Tammy that I could ever be. And I'm still growing and learning, and I love it. I love it. I love being out of my comfort zone. You could never stick me in a box. Don't even try it. I will fight you to the death because I have no comfort zone. You know why? Because I get to impact people's lives every day, and it means a whole lot to me. So what are you going to do today that's going to bring out the best in you? So I want to say thank you to all our beautiful Strong Max women in Max International. I want to thank all the amazing guys that we have in our teams. I mean, we need you. We love you. Our skills and talents together make us all thrive together. And I want to thank, even if somebody, saw this that are not part of Max yet, and or even not even have an interest in it, but you just really appreciated this training. I just want to say thank you for taking the time to tap into this, because when you really ground the importance of knowing where you're going and becoming it, I'm telling you, you will be the happiest person ever. Be happy today, aim for more, and you'll have so much more happiness along the way. So thank you. I appreciate all of you for being part of this.
Thank you, Tammy. So we are so lucky to know the greatest Tammy that you have become, and the greatest Tammy that's still to be. Really, thank you. And the way you finished, the fact that the grateful heart is a magnet to miracle. It's a nice way to feel it in our heart. So you have been sharing exactly what is required to make the change to reach the goal. So I was writing the 4 stage of growth, the category, the 5F, and the date step. That's where I was missing, because I was putting a big dream board. I put some dates, some places, but not everywhere. So I will do it again, and following this procedure, it is very powerful. So thank you everyone for being there, for your presence, and share it to as many people you can. And that training is in the process of our Strong Max Woman. It happened every second Saturday of each month. So the next one will happen February 13 by Ruby Paklik Pan from Philippines, a Diamond Associate. And she will talk about love, learn, and lead. So not to be missed. So let's go and let's be amazing.
Hey, Tammy, I want to thank you for that heartfelt training. That was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Just from a sensitive guy. Okay.
You're so welcome, Paul. I know
Hi,
you're on
thank
your way
you.
to some huge things. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So we need to get out of the bed, lah.
All right. Have a fabulous day, everybody. Have a great weekend ahead. And yeah, just go with your dreams.
Yeah, thank you.
Great
Thank
job,
you.
Lucy.
so
Thank
Great
you,
job.
Tammy. Thank you, Lucy, for hosting.
Thank you, Tammy and Lucy. That was great.
Thanks, Laura.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Lucy. You are an awesome host and an awesome leader. Love you to death. She's my sister. My Max sister. Bye, everybody.